Let's get started on this AC parts breakdown. Over here we have a compressor, and we've got access valves here. This is the high side, and behind it is the low side. Right there. Then we have these access ports. They use Schrader valves. Caps come off. These are both the same. Then we've got our high side access valve with a shutoff. This is going to the hot gas bypass valve. And then back behind there, we have the sight glass. Okay. And we have over here right next to it, we've got our electrical controls. This is all high voltage, and this is the breaker specifically for the compressor. If you shut this off, it will only turn off power to the compressor. Right here is a fuse bank, high voltage terminal block, condenser fans 1 and 2 contactors, and our heating coils contactor. Right here is a 24-volt inverter, which is going to be powering the PLC over here on the door, and down here is all of our switches and terminal blocks for the main functions.
Okay. And after this video, you're going to explain what everything does, right?
Yeah, I can do that. We'll do that. Right here we have a receiver, which is coming off of the condenser coil, and then we have another access valve that is like the ones coming off the compressor with a rotolock. And then we have a liquid line filter dryer. Next we have our supply fan. That's basically just our blower fan. It's being controlled by a VFD over on the right hand side. And then over on the left hand side, we have the VFD for the compressor. And then we have 3 different legs of heating coils. There's actually 6 coils. And then on top right here is going to be the safeties for those. One of them is a manual reset. All right, coming over here to the other side, we've got an evaporative coil right here. That's going to be this section. This section over here is a reheat coil. It's still a part of the refrigeration cycle. And then we've got down below, it's gonna be kind of hard to see. It's tucked away, and it's gonna be about in the middle. It's gonna be our TXV. And then all the way on the back wall right there is the temperature sensor that will control what temperature our server's at. And then finally we have our condenser fans that are sitting over the condenser coil.
Just back at it again.
Something I forgot to mention earlier was the low pressure sensor. We have one down there. And then we've got a second one for the high pressure, and it's gonna be up top, right there.